Hello people, my name is Elaine Hopkins, also known as the Redundancy Crusader. Welcome back to the next episode of the Redundancy Crusader Talks To, and today I'm talking to Annabel Kaye, who's an employment law specialist who works with both organisations and individuals. So welcome Annabel.
Morning.
So let's just have a little chat about why we've ended up with the current model of redundancy.
Well, that's a long story, but a lot of it's to do with HR's idea that their role in redundancy is all about compliance with employment law.
Okay.
So because their planning and their understanding and communication is entirely around that, you end up with the equivalent of selling goods to people when you're only concerned with the Trade Descriptions Act. A compliance model is going to have very, very specific effects when you work through it.
Okay, so if we focus on the traditional exit meeting where there's the HR person, the line manager and the soon-to-be ex-employee, how does that focus on compliance play out in that context?
Quite often HR are in there determined to make sure that nothing inappropriate is said. So they would have written or worked through some kind of script with the manager, or worse still, not done that at all and just told them to say nothing. And they will see their role in that meeting as preventing conversation. They don't mean it deliberately, but they don't want anything wrong to be said. So if you're about to be made redundant and you say, well, I don't understand this, explain it to me, you will get answers like, as it says in paragraph 1 of document 4 of page 11,
right,
which doesn't make for great communication and understanding. If that's your focus, that's what you're going to get.
Yes, well that was certainly the focus of my meeting, and it strikes me that that actually says there isn't going to be any compassion, there isn't going to be any human kindness, there isn't going to be any acknowledgement that actually you're a human being and you've had your job taken away from you, and that's a difficult place to be.
Yes, that's not really what's on the agenda. Human resources job title indicates to people who aren't in human resources that they're there to take care of people.
Okay.
But they're actually to take care of the resources. So it's like being in the stationery cupboard. Right? The stationery manager isn't there to make sure that the notepads are happy. They're there to make sure we've got enough notepads at the right price and we don't overstock. And HR's function in human resources is very similar. So they're not there to make you a happy notepad, they're there to make sure that they've got the right number. And although a lot of HR practitioners go way beyond that, people who aren't in HR have quite high expectations of what that means. And it's very rare you're going to meet that.
Oh, well I wasn't a happy notepad.
No, you weren't.
I don't imagine lots of other people were happy notepads either. So what do you think might be a more appropriate name for HR, just so we don't fall into the trap of thinking they're there to look after us?
I think they're resource managers, and I think that includes the human, but it's not humane. I quite like the old personnel, and I know that's showing my age, because people did manage personnel. And personnel, as used in the military sense, are groups of people that need to be moved from A to B. But human resource management implies to most people something that's very rarely there. It's not neither human nor humane, practised at its lowest end.
Annabel Kaye, thank you very much.